Well, hello everybody. It's so good to see you here. I'm sorry that I have little problems with my voice, but that's okay. I can manage. Um, so, first of all, what I would want to do is I would want you to turn your microphones on. I just provided everything. So, first question is, can you hear me? Just give me a sign. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear somebody. So please turn your microphones on and say a big hi to me, a big hello. Well, hello to you. It's nice to hear you. Okay, very good, very interesting. Now the second question is, and please do not forget that the most important thing for you is to talk. Of course, it's necessary to write in English, it's necessary to read, to listen, and to know grammar and to know um, vocabulary, but the most important thing is to talk. So, if you know how to talk, then it's possible for you to do almost everything else. Okay? So, my next question to you is why wouldn't you introduce yourself and say just two sentences about yourself? Who are you? Where are you from? What grade are you in? What kind of school do you go to? Why do you want to know English? Whatever you want to. So please, a couple of sentences about yourself. Now, Maria, Olga.
Hello, my name is Olga. I'm from Безопасная.
Uh-huh.
I study in 11th grade.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
What else?
That's up to you. Whatever you want to. For example, like why do you want to know English?
I want to live in America.
You want to what? Say it again.
I want
Hmm.
I want to live in America.
You want to live in America. Interesting. That's okay. That's a very good desire. Um, yeah, I understand you. I have three sons, and my youngest son, when he was in the 10th grade, he spent a year in the United States of America as an exchange student. You know this flex program for exchange students between the United States of America and Russia. So my oldest son, he got married in America, and right now he is living actually in Louisiana in the United States of America, and he is 30, 32 years old. So that's okay to desire to have to live in the States. Why not? Okay, Olga, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to know you. And
Thank
Maria,
you.
yes, Maria, how about you? We have Asya also. Just please try to give us two sentences about yourself, just introducing yourself a little bit about yourself. Lena? Well, girls, I understand that it's probably not that easy, but believe me, after you talk, then it will be easier for you to take all of these Russian exams or American exams like you call them ЕГЭ, or this TOEFL test, or IELTS test, any test. So first of all, you need to know how to talk. So please do not be afraid, and try and talk with me. Okay, but and any time when you want to jump in and say something, just feel free and say something. Okay, maybe you have questions to me. Feel free to ask questions. Do you have questions to me? Okay. Hi, Lana. We started already introducing each other, and so yes, Olga, please ask your question if you want to. Um, and when we introduce each other, you can just say a couple of sentences about yourself, and then we'll move on. Okay. Now, do you have questions to me?
I have a question.
Yes. Say it again, please. Your microphone is pretty quiet. Just move closer to your mic.
I haven't question.
You have no questions. Oh, that's all right. That's not a problem. So, anybody else? And Olga, where did you learn your English? Your English is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry?
It's special school.
Yeah, I understand. Now I understand it. Yeah. So you began
May
learning.
you listen.
Uh huh.
May you listen international house.
Okay, I understand. So you began learning English probably at the age of 7, right?
No.
How old were you when you first started learning English?
The third grade.
Third grade. Okay. So probably you were 10 years old. Okay, very good. Do you remember your first textbook?
What remember?
Textbook. The first textbook you started, you began studying English. Like, was it? Do you remember the name of the author? Like, in Russia, it's very popular to have Vereshchagina or some other authors. Do you remember? No.
It was Kaufman made.
Okay.
Yes, Kaufman.
Happy English, right? Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very good. Very good. All right. So again, for everybody, if you have any questions to me, please feel free anytime to ask me. Just stop me and start talking with me. Okay. If you have a look at the page which is on the board, I would like you, because we stopped the previous class doing exercise 3. Please scroll down. It's the scroller. You know how to scroll down, right? The whiteboard. Scroll. You understand the word scroll?
Okay.
Yeah. So please scroll down the whiteboard to exercise 3. Have you found it? Exercise 3.
Yes, I found it.
Yeah. Please read the task. Will you please read the task?
Me?
Yes. Why not?
Okay. Find the answer to the problem.
Mhm.
Then practice the dialogue.
All right, so you understand that this is the beginner level, but this is only in English, and all the conversation, all grammar will be in English. So you have in part A, you have problems, and in part B, you have answers. Do not pay attention that you have the special names here. They are the, let's say, the characters of this book. The names are Fanny, or Vera, or Panas, or some other names. So pay no attention to them. Just try and find the answers to the problems. Okay. Now, anybody, please join us. So, what is the first problem? Okay, Maria, can you say something? Just read the first problem. Oh, that's not that hard, right? Just not to say anything, just simply read. Okay, will you? Lena? Ася?
Maybe I read first.
Oh, yeah, that's up to you if you want to. Please do.
Um, I think I will read at two columns.
Yeah,
B, yes.
first of all, read the first column.
First or second?
The first sentence.
A or B?
A, of course, A.
No, no. I can't find. Yes, I
Yes.
can't find Fanny.
Yeah, I cannot find Fanny. I cannot find Fanny. So this is the problem. What do you think the answer should be? Just choose, find the answer to this problem in column B.
Um, Maybe why don't you telephone your number or your mother?
Why don't you telephone your mother? Okay, we will see later whether it works or not, but that's a good try. Okay, go ahead. Take the next one. Just read the next one.
I have got a headache.
Exactly. So what's the answer?
Wait a minute, please.
Sorry?
Wait a second, please.
I've got a headache. So what is the answer?
Why did you? Why don't you take an aspirin?
Absolutely. Why don't you take an aspirin? Right. So I've got a headache. Why don't you take an aspirin? Go ahead. Take the third one.
I don't understand the math.
Right.
Um, why don't you tell the teacher?
Why don't you tell the teacher? Right.
Okay.
Good. Then.
I'm homesick.
Right.
Why don't you telephone her house?
Her house. What's the connection between I'm home? So what is homesick? Give the Russian.
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. Homesick, maybe.
Olga, no. Sorry. Homesick. Yeah. So what you're saying, Olga? What you're saying in English will be an orphan, but that's a nice try, and thank you for participation. What you're saying in English will be orphan, but homesick is, you see, and this is exactly what you will do in the Russian state exam, which is called ЕГЭ. You will need to understand the new words from their parts. Now, take two parts. The first part is home. What is home? I think that you know this word. Yes, absolutely. And now the second word, what is sick? It's in English. It's weak. What you're saying, Olga? What you're saying in English? It will be weak. So what is sick? Excuse
I
me.
don't know.
Well, you are supposed to know because this is the vocabulary which will be absolutely necessary for you during the Russian state exam, ЕГЭ. Sick. You know that in the British English, you mostly at school you study British English, and in British English it will be ill, the same word as sick in American English, and ill is in the yeah. Do you know the word ill?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but in American English, ill is sick. So,
Okay.
what is the meaning? What do you think? What is the meaning of homesick? I'm homesick.
Mm, wait a second, please.
Yeah. That's a good try. That's a good try. But sorry. Well, okay. I will just give you the situation, and you will very easily understand me. Um, and again, sorry for my throat. So, let's say that this book, which we are reading now, is about school children who went to another country to study English, to study some cultural things, and to live for some time in another country. And when they stay in another country, they most of them were homesick. They wanted to go home. They wanted to go back home. So what is homesick? Okay, do you give up? Do you give up? You want me to prompt you? Do you give up? What is give up?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you give up?
Oh, no.
No. All right. So, okay.
Wait a second, please.
Yes, please.
Wait a second.
Sure, of course. I will. Not a problem at all.
I. mhm. Maybe it's.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's correct. When you say that you are sick for your home, homesick, very good. I agree, and this is very interesting. So I'm homesick. That's the problem. Um, Before you give the answer to this problem, what I want to recommend you is you have to have an English Russian dictionary uh, all the time. And for example, right now, when I ask you any kind of vocabulary, you just go Yandex, type the word I'm asking to, and then in the search engine Yandex, you have the button which is called Slovari. You just push this button, and then you will immediately have the translation. That's very easy, right? So you go Yandex, you type the word, and then you push the button, press the button which is called Slovari. Okay? And then you will have this the translation for any word you want. Okay, we have newcomers here. Who's that? All right. So please say something to us. Turn your microphone on and say hello to us and say a couple of words to us. Just feel free. So, going back to this problem, I'm homesick. So, what is the answer to the? Uh huh.
why don't you telephone your mother?
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you telephone your mother? Mother. Okay, then.
I want some help with my hair.
Hmm.
Why don't you ask Vera to help you?
Absolutely, that's correct. So, I cannot find Fanny. That was the only sentence which you did not in a correct way. So, if you try it over again, I think it will be a better try now. So, I cannot find Fanny. So, what the answer should be? What do you think? S-
Why don't you telephone her house?
Absolutely. Why don't you telephone your house? So anybody who is joining us, feel free to turn your microphone on and say a couple of good words, nice words to us. Just greeting us, saying hello, and two sentences introducing yourself and join us working here. Okay. Let's move on to exercise 4, and this is exercise 4. Just scroll down the page and you will see exercise 4. Write the sentences in the right or in the correct order. Write the sentences in the correct order. Okay. So that means that you have to find the first sentence, then the second, and then the third, and so on and so forth. Okay.
Order, what does
Sorry.
order, what does it mean?
Order. Can you type?
Oh, okay, I understand.
All right. I see what you mean. Yep. And again, this is the word which is necessary for you. So, what should be the first sentence in your opinion?
Wait a minute, please, okay?
Yes, sure, of course, and but you are not alone. We have other people present here, so anybody else, please jump in anytime. Turn your microphone on and just say something. We will be more than happy because this is the conversational English, and my main idea of giving these classes is to break the silence in Russia in learning English and start talking, because only through conversation it will be easier for you to take any. I think the first is right. What's the matter? Okay, so what is the second? And believe me, I do not know the answers because this is the beginner level. I never remember the answers, and I never have the teacher's book for the beginner level because always this is so easy. Okay. So anybody else who is connecting us, just feel free to turn your microphone on and to join in our conversation. So the first sentence you said, like, what's the matter? What is the second sentence? I turned everybody's microphone, so you don't need to raise your hand. You can jump in anytime and talk. Okay? So, Olga, can you read the first sentence?
Read the first sentence
Yes,
or
please.
read the sentence, what's the matter?
What's the matter? Yeah, you understand the sentence. What's the matter, right? What is that?
Okay.
Do you understand the meaning of this sentence? What's the matter? Yeah, absolutely correct.
maybe.
Yeah, right. Very good. Olga is 100% correct. So, what's the matter? Now, Gelia or Gelia, I'm not sure about the correct pronunciation, so that is why I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. His or her suggestion is, why do you not tell Bob? Why don't you tell Bob? So, what's the connection? I cannot see any connection between what's the matter and why don't you tell Bob?
I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, can you
Four
read it?
sentences.
Uh-huh.
I can't understand this lesson on Russian.
Okay, I think that this is a good try. And why don't we go further on? So, please go ahead. Try the third one. So, what's the matter? I cannot understand this lesson on Russian history. It's
Not correct.
yeah, yeah, and again, that's very interesting, Olga, and everybody else also. I do not know the answers. I do not have the teacher's book, so we are just trying to make all of these exercises together, and we will see in the end whether we were correct or not. It's just like in the Russian language. It's possible for you to complete the exercises like that in Russian language with any problems. So, what's the matter? I cannot understand this lesson on Russian history. Okay. So, sentence number 3. And again, excuse me for my throat. I have a sore throat. I have some kind of a cold, virus. Sorry about that, but I'm trying.
I
Yes? So, please?
I think why don't you ask them to help you?
Why don't you ask? Uh-huh.
Why don't you ask them?
Yeah, why don't you ask Vera to help you, okay? And then?
Maybe I answer.
Yes, please?
That's a good idea. Where he? Boy, where is he? Where is he?
Where is she?
Sorry.
That's a good idea. Where is she? Um, okay. Um, go on. So, you know why I prefer exercises like that? Because it's the same exercise like the exercises in your Russian state exam ЕГЭ, only these exercises are very easy. Um, Number 3, why don't you tell Bob? Um, okay, that's up. That's up to you if you want to say so, probably. So, what's the matter? I can't understand this lesson on Russian history. Then, like you said, what was number 3? Why don't you tell Bob?
Why don't
Uh-huh.
or maybe why don't you ask them to help you? No?
Or why don't you ask Vera to help you?
Yes.
All right, and then logically, it should be so. This will teach you how to complete any kind of test because you know the reading in the Russian state exam is the same, only the tasks are very difficult. So if you want to be good at any tasks, any test tasks, so you need to start with easy things, and then you will be skillful, you will be good at making more difficult tests. Okay, so why don't you ask Vera to help you? And then, good idea. Do you know her telephone number? You said, and it says here. Probably you can take this one. So good idea. Do you know her telephone number? Okay. So I think that's easy. Olga, do you know her telephone number? Oh yes, it's 765-234. Okay. Why don't you telephone her house? Yes, it's sorry. Do you know her telephone number? Yes, it's 765-234. Okay. But as you can understand, you have two more sentences. So probably, what do you mean by the pronoun? In English, that means pronoun. Not her. Do you know her telephone number? What is that? I cannot see the point. So what is not correct? I do not. Let's go back again. So, what's the matter? Um, I can't understand this lesson on Russian history. Why don't you ask Vera to help you? That was your suggestion. A good idea. Do you know her telephone number? Yes, it's 765-234. But you see that we have some more sentences, and I do not understand what you mean by the pronoun not her. Really. So, as I would have done this exercise, probably I will start in the following way. What's the matter? And then I cannot understand this lesson on Russian history. Then I will say, why don't you tell Bob? And then I will tell, I tried that, but he's busy at the moment. Um, then I will tell, why don't you ask Vera to help you? So that's a good idea. Where is she? Um, I don't know. Why don't you telephone her house? Uh, Good idea. Do you know her telephone number? Yes, it's 765-234. So this is how I would have done this exercise. And as you can understand, I've been doing this exercise in front of you. And I believe me that this is the beginner level, and that this exercise should be absolutely easy for you, for anybody. It's like the exercise or the test for, let's say, the third grade, or maybe the person who is 10 years old. I think so, but I might be wrong here. Okay, now you will have some listening. It will be exercise 5. Okay. Yeah, but that's okay. We did that. Yeah, that's the checking of the dialogue. Um, if you want to, it appeared that I have the answer in the. Okay, let me just check. I think that I have it right now. Yeah, if you have a look, just please scroll down the page. You will see Unit 21C. and this is the dialogue here. You can check it. I just remember that I have it in my transcript. Okay. So, can you see it?
Yes, I
Um, if you don't mind, please, will you read? Olga, please, spare my throat, because, as you can understand, I have problems. Please read.
can. From and yes?
No,
Or
no,
from
exercise 5.
or and?
No, both.
Oh.
It's just what we did. Okay, please.
You must turn back the sheet. I don't see exercise.
Oh, but you have to scroll down the page. Scroll the page down.
I see only dialogue, not exercise.
But this is what I want you to read. Exercise 5.
I'm sorry, and I read
Please.
carols or yes? Exercise
The
What's the matter?
yes.
I can't understand this lesson on Russian history.
Mhm.
Why don't you tell Bob? I tried that. He's busy at the moment. Why don't you ask Clara to help you? That's a good idea. Where is she? I don't know. Why don't you telephone her house? Good idea. Do you know her telephone number? Yes, it's 765 234.
Well, that's excellent. Your reading is excellent. I admire your participation. That's such a pleasure. Thank you so much. Okay. And we going back to the previous page, and please scroll down to exercise 6.
Read the task.
Yeah, please.
In group, tell your problems and make suggestions. Use these ideas.
So, what we did previously, if you remember, we talked in the following way. We had problems and answers, like I cannot find Fanny, and then why don't you telephone your house? I've got a headache. Why don't you take aspirin? I don't understand the maths. Why don't you tell your teacher? I'm homesick. Uh, why don't you telephone your mother? I want some help with my homework. Why don't you ask Vera to help you? Okay, so read the first sentence. Okay, please read.
You want more money to buy a bicycle.
Yeah, you want more money to buy a bicycle. So this is the problem. What will the answer to this problem be? What do you think?
I think we should try to find some job, maybe summer job, and
Very good.
have some money for our needs. I think.
Very good. I agree. Take another one.
You want to change your room and make it different.
Well, actually, that's the question to you. Do you want to change your room and make it different? Olga, do you want to change your room and make it different? Sorry?
You say, do you want?
Yes, do you, Olga, want to change your room and make it different?
I must, I must say yes or no. That
That's up to you.
understands my answer.
Well, the question is that, for example, you can move your furniture, you can put some pictures up on the wall. I don't know, you can change the curtains. Just make your room different. Do you want to make your room different? That's my question.
Yes, I
So,
want
yes, if you want to change your room and
change
make
my
it
room.
different, so what would you do?
It's a very good question. I must think.
Right, I agree. I know that
Okay,
uh,
should I answer?
I usually ask people
Uh,
good questions, only good questions.
mm, maybe I want to buy new furniture. You say,
Hmm.
mm, maybe some else.
So,
Uh,
so you see,
I really love my room. I don't want to change it. I don't want to.
all right. I
I don't.
understand. I understand, Olga. I understand. But you see, this again, these questions, you can think of them as very easy questions. But again, they get you prepared for the Russian essay in the Russian exam in the ЕГЭ essay. So why I'm saying about that, like for example, the question is, let's do it like they do it in ЕГЭ. Some people want to make their rooms different. Other people, like you said, I don't want to change anything in my room. So, uh, if you
It's
write
like,
the
I'm
Russian,
sorry.
yeah, sorry, what?
I'm
If
sorry. It's like introduction.
no, it's I'm not about introduction. I'm about that you have to explain your point. Simply explain it.
Ah, yeah, understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to make it different? Okay? Just explain why don't you want to make it different? So you said, I don't want to change anything in my room. My question to you is why?
Because I like everything in my room and I don't want to change it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I agree, but believe me that for the exam essay, this is not enough. But for me, it's absolutely enough. Okay, let's move on and take another question. Read the next question.
I must read it.
Yes, please.
You want to have a special birthday party.
Hmm. Do you want to have a special birthday party?
Yes, I have. I want to have a special birthday party with a big cake,
Uh,
with my best friend and many other presents.
so, how can you make your birthday party special? What would you do to make it special?
I must maybe um, to York. To York, yes,
All right.
on the way.
Okay, I understand. And the last one.
Your friend is unhappy because they failed
She
their
failed
exam.
because she failed the exam.
Okay,
Mhm.
sorry.
So, what is your
Um,
suggestion?
I think she must. Mm,
She must what? Your friend is unhappy because she failed her exam. So, what is your suggestion? What would you do?
I do or she do. I don't understand.
That doesn't matter at all. Um, yeah, of course, you can just make a suggestion for her. It's kind of an advice. Like, why wouldn't.
Suggestion. What does it mean? Suggestion.
Yes, you can say so. Like, why wouldn't you study over again? Why wouldn't you try to take the exam again? Yeah, I agree. So, what we learned here in this lesson, it was why wouldn't you, or why don't you, or why won't you. So, like you say, you want more money to buy a bicycle. Why don't you go and find some extra job to make some money to buy a bicycle? You want to change your room and make it different. You say, um, why would you ask the questions like that? Because I like everything in my room. I don't want to change anything. You want to have a special birthday party. Like you said, that why wouldn't you go and again find another job to make more money to make this party special? So your friend is unhappy because she failed her exam, and the answer is you are saying her, why wouldn't you try over again? Why wouldn't you get prepared for the second try, for the second time? Okay, that's good. Um, let's move on. And so the next lesson is about movies, stories, TV shows, writing stories, and so on. So, exercise, you see, the title of the exercise is the Wild Boy One. You understand the word wild? What is wild?
No.
You don't know the word wild? Okay. So, do you have this dictionary in Yandex? Can you try it? Okay. Somebody helped us. All right. So, the wild boy, there is the meaning for you. Okay. Now you have the adjectives which will be necessary for you to complete the exercise. It says write the words in the sentences. Now please read the words and give their translation. Please, Olga.
Translation on Russian.
We'll try. We'll work together. We'll ask some other people to help you. Just read.
I might speak, translate, or write it on
You just
text.
read. First of all, you read.
Boring.
Boring. What is boring?
Скучный.
Very good. Go on.
Excellent.
What is?
Отлично.
Uh, yes. Then.
Funny. Забавный.
Then.
Interesting. Интересный. Sad. Грустный. Terrible. Ужасный.
Sorry.
Terrible. Ужасающий. Страшный.
Yeah, you can say so. All right. Very good. So, these are some of the adjectives, and again, this is for your beginner level, just to describe the TV show, the movie, the story you read, the movie you watched, whatever. So try and read the first sentence and complete the sentence. Put one of these words in this sentence, please.
Now,
Yes?
I love the film was funny.
Yeah, I loved it love because the film was very funny. That's good. Go on.
I cried inside because the film was very sad.
Good.
I fell asleep in the film because it was very boring.
Good.
I liked the film much. The story was good. It was very interesting.
Good.
The film was very, very good. It was excellent.
Right.
The film was very bad. It was terrible.
Very good. Okay. So right now I will read to you and this will be the task for your listening. Just wait a second. So, you know the listening task, right? That means that I will read and you will answer the questions. And as always, you remember that this is the beginner level, so that means that this is easy. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, just listen. And it says here tick the right answer. You can put a tick if you want to. You can give me the answer. Just you can you understand the word tick?
Okay, yes, yes.
It's the same in American language. It is called check. Put a check. Okay. What is in Russian? Tick or check?
Maybe.
It's given in the brackets. In Russian, it's this is in Russian. Tick, put a tick, put a check. Okay. Now, if you're ready, then listen and put a check. What TV program did you watch, Luigi? World Mysteries. It was a true story. It was about a French boy. His name was Victor. Oh yes, I watched it too. Did you, Carlos? Or what did you think of it? I thought it was excellent. What did you think of it, Luigi? I didn't think it was very good. Oh really? I thought it was sad, but very good. Okay, if you remember, that's it. Because this is the beginner level and this is enough for you. So, you know that all the time during the Russian exam, you will listen to the text 2 times. So, just listen for the second time. What TV program did you watch, Luigi? World Mysteries. It was a true story. It was about a French boy. His name was Victor. Oh yes, I watched it too. Did you, Carlos? What did you think of it? I thought it was excellent. What did you think of it, Luigi? I didn't think it was very good. Oh really? I thought it was sad, but very good. Okay? Now, Olga, what do you think? What are the answers? Just
I think
read,
maybe it will be
first of all, read the question Just
What is
wait
the
a
name
second.
of the program?
Wait a second. So, for Julia, if you think that this is easy, then you are supposed to use your microphone. Well, this is a conversational class. I know that I'm very different from any kind of webinar, you know. I'm not interested in your writing in the chat window. I don't care about your writing in the chat window. Not a single person can learn English writing in the chat window. You can learn English only speaking English. Do you understand me? So please, next time fix your microphone, and then you will understand that this is not that easy. Okay, Olga, please.
What is the name of the program?
Yes.
Tomorrow's World, I think.
White world? Tomorrow's world?
Tomorrow.
No, I think it's a world
Tomorrow.
it's world mysteries. Do you know the word mystery?
Yes, загадочный.
Yeah, very good. That's a good answer. Okay, go on.
What did Carlos think of the program?
Mm-hmm.
It was excellent.
Very good. Then
What did I
what did Luigi? What did Luigi?
what did Luigi think of the program?
Mm-hmm.
It
It was.
was good.
I don't think that this is correct.
It wasn't very good, I think.
Okay. I can let you have a look at the transcript or the tape script. Okay, just wait a second. So the first will be here. Okay, if you scroll all the way down, you will find the beginning of this exercise, unit 21D. So can you see it? So you see, what TV program did you watch, Luigi? World Mysteries. It was a true story. It was about a French boy. His name was Victor. And then we'll go to another page, which is just wait a second. I will find for you the continuation. Okay. So and then you have this continuation. Oh yes, I watched it. Did you, Carlos? What did you think of it? I thought it was excellent. What did you think of it, Luigi? I didn't think it was very good. Oh, really? I thought it was sad. So, going back to your exercise. Okay, sorry. If you go back to your exercise, the last question. What did Luigi think of the program? It wasn't very good, okay? Alright, very good. So, now this is almost the end of our time. Do you have any questions? Please, no questions. Alright, anybody else? Do you have any questions? Okay, so my homework for the next time is, so some people think that their room is okay and they do not need any changes, but other people think that they need to make the rooms different. So please, let's talk about that next class. um, let's say you want, it's if you remember from your um, textbook, it says you want to change your room, you want to change your room and make it different. So think about think about this statement as the topic for your essay, and we'll talk about that the next class. If you don't have any questions, this is all for now. It was a pleasure to see you here, to meet you here. So I hope to see you next Friday, which will be 29th of November, or November 29th, which will be American holiday. What kind of a holiday is that?
Canicula.
It's kind of a vacation.
No.
How how do
Um,
how do they
I think it's Independence Day, maybe.
Independence Day is
I
July.
can't say for sure.
It's July 4th.
Alright, I don't know.
November 29th, November 28th, and Thursday, last Thursday, will be Thanksgiving Day. This is one of the biggest
Yeah.
one of the biggest holidays in America. November 29th, 28th, sorry, Thursday. Do not forget about that. We'll talk about that next class. Okay, it was a pleasure seeing you. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.